All right, attention swimmers, especially here in the first heat. We're going to be about 5 minutes delayed in our start here this morning. 5 minutes. Time is now 8:30, so we'll begin about 8:35. You might want to throw a towel around you or put your sweat jacket back on. All right, we're getting ready to get started here this morning, day 2, the spring 2023 Speedo Sectional Champions here at the IU Natatorium. 4 new meet records yesterday and more to come today. I am sure of it. We're going to start off the time final event. 7 heats in the women's 200 medley relay. Here we go with heat 1. Salazar leads off for Boilermaker Aquatic B in lane 3. Lane 4 for Westerville Aquatic A, Butcher. And lane 5 for Washington Township A, Countryman. Westerville out front. Nola Cameron now underway. Lane 3 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Julian Gaiesi. And Kayla Spicer for Washington Township in lane 5. Up next for Westerville, Mia Gregory. For Boilermaker, it's going to be Chloe Chen, Lily Wolf for Washington Township in lane 5. Janae Robinson for Westerville to anchor. Washington Township in second, Sarah McPherson, and it's Aubrey Gilliot for Boilermaker Aquatic B in lane 3. And Westerville Aquatic's going to start us off in this event. Their time, 2:03.78. Heat 2. Lane 2, leading off for Hydro Aquatics B is Bush. Lane 3 for Pohana A, Sturgeon. 4 for Irish Aquatics B is Barnes. Lane 5 for West Michigan Swimmers A, Ryden. 6 for Egra Waves Miller. Lane 7 for Grand Rapids A, Negueta. Pohana out front, Abigail Winger now underway. Lane 7, Grand Rapids Aquatics, Kaylin Wiltrot. 3rd for West Michigan Swimmers, Claire DeKivett. Irish Aquatics out front, Claire DeBridney up next. 2nd position in lane 6, Egra Waves, Kate Summon. And 3rd in lane 5 for West Michigan Swimmers, Annie Petrick. Anchoring for Irish Aquatic, lane 4 is going to be Audrey Dixon. For Pohana, we got Savannah McIntyre. And Pohana touching first in a time of 2:04.68. Heat 3. Lane 1, Rocket Swim Club A, Sorge. Lane 2, Zionsville Swim Club B, Baroker. 3 for Boilermaker Aquatic A, Fetcher. 4, Livonia Community A, Robertson. 5 for North Kent Aquatic. 4, 6 for Milford Area A Relay, Johnson. 7 for Miami University Aquatic Club, Patterson. And leading off for Center Grove Aquatic, their A Relay in lane 8, Phipps. North Kent out front, Natalie Benedict. Second is Boilermaker Aquatic in lane 3, Lily Baumgartner. And third for Miami University, Josie Meeks. Next up for Boilermaker in lane 3, Alex Evans. Lane 4 for Livonia, Ella Zybak. Third for Rocket Swim Club. Lane 1, we got Marielle Trumpauer underway now. Meet record of the women's 200 medley relay, 155.90 by SwimMac, 2015. Anchor swimmers coming back for Boilermaker. That'd be Maris Emmert. For Livonia Community, Josie Kuhn. For Rocket Swim Club, Brianne Trumpauer. And in fourth, Center Grove in lane 8, Tenley Wilkins. It's going to be Boilermaker Aquatic hitting the wall first in a time of 2:03.48. Heat 4. Leading off for Worthington A in lane 1, Richner. 2 for Fort Wayne, or for Firestone Akron B, Seavold. 3 for WTRC Sharks, Epley. 4 for Central Ohio Aquatics B Relay, Bailey. 5 for Byron Center Aquatics A, Merkel. 6 for Hydro Aquatics, Wyan. 7 for Noblesville, their A Relay, Santier. And for in lane 8 for Concord Swim Club, the A Relay, it's Ernstberger. Noblesville out front. Exley Tricker now in the water for Concord. Brinley Yoder. For Hydra, Madeline Bossler. And for Central Ohio, Isabella Probonik. Hydra Aquatics out front now, lane 6. It's going to be Brenna Mowry. Over in lane 4 for Central Ohio, Brooke Nagy. Third for Noblesville, lane 7, Hattie Vose. And for Byron Center, Brooklyn Yosh. Anchoring for Hydra, Campbell Payton. For Central Ohio, Katie Drummond. For Noblesville, Emily Knott. Close at the finish, touching first is Central Ohio in a time of 2:03.81. Heat 5. Singh leads off for Bluefish Swim Club. B in lane 1, Connolly for Ali Swimming A in 2, Tepley for Mason Manor Race B in 3, Fetters for Fort Wayne Swim Team A in 4, Hardig for Northern Kentucky Clippers A in lane 5, Piente for Duneland A in 6, Ackerman for Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics B in 7, and Burrow for Fort Wayne Swim Team B in lane 8. Emma Kate Sonoli now underway for Ole in lane 2. The second position is Fort Wayne in lane 8, Sadie Leininger. And for Fort Wayne Swim Team in lane 4, Autumn Bruns. It'll be Madison Labrie up next for Ole in lane 2. Lane 4 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Maris Williams. Third, Mason Manor Race, lane 3, Courtney McEwen. And fourth is Fort Wayne Swim Team, the B relay in lane 8, Peyton O'Connor. Fort Wayne Swim Team, the A relay out front now. Lane 4, Kirsten Lee. For Ole in lane 2, Ella Dumworth. For Duneland in lane 6, Tegan Werner. And for Mason Manor Race in 3, Malia Ekman. Fort Wayne Swim Team, lane 4, 2:02.54. Quickest so far. 2 more heats left to go. Here's heat 6. Shung leads off for Scarlet Aquatics B in lane 1, Hannon for Fishers B in 2, Albrecht for Michigan Lakeshore A in 3, Christensen for Irish Aquatic A in lane 4. You got Simmons for Zionsville A in 6, Corretto for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins in 7, Corinna Moen for Fort Wayne in 8. Sophia Umstead underway for Michigan Lakeshore in 3. For Irish Aquatics, Annika Gunther And for Zionsville, Madeline Aiken. Ellie Todd up next for Michigan Lakeshore, lane 3. Lane 4 for Irish Aquatics, Elena Riggins. Third in lane 6, Zionsville, Annabelle Hermazinski. And fourth, lane 7, Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Lily Klingensmith. Anchoring for Michigan Lakeshore, lane 3, Madison Ensing. For Irish Aquatics, Kaya Podlin. For Lake Erie Silver Dolphins in 7, Yasmin Abdelnasser. Michigan Lakeshore, 157.30. That's the fastest so far with one more heat left to go, heat 7. Final heat here in the women's 200 medley relay. Fairbanks leads off for Mason Manarays in 1. In 2, we got Ferguson for Bluefish A. We got Nice for Swim Mac B and 3. Donlin for Swim Mac A and 4. McDonald for Lakeside A and 5. Kim for Scarlet Aquatics A and 6. Ramey for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers A and 7. And Doherty for Central Ohio Aquatics A in lane 8. Lakeside out front, Georgia Kaler. For Bluefish in lane 2, Sid Eblin. Lakeside out front, Charlotte Crush underway now. For Bluefish in lane 2, Christina DePetro. Lane 4 is Swim Mac. Set of Grace Bertie. Lakeside, you got Sydney Perkins anchoring. Next to them, lane 4, Swim Mac, Sophia Plaza. Third in lane 8, Central Ohio, Carrie Furby. Meet record 155.90 by Swim Mac in 2015. 157.30, the quickest out of the last heat, and you got Lakeside touching in a time. The quickest time turned in the women's 200 medley relay at a 156.70. Six heats now in the men's 200 medley relay, heat 1. Beatty leads off for Cardinal Community A in lane 3. Foster for Bowling Green A and 4. And Huff for Brownsburg Swim Club in lane 5. Angela Dykes. Angela Dykes, when you have a moment, please report to the volunteer check-in table at the bottom of the stairs. Angela Dykes, please report to the volunteer check-in table. Bowling Green out front. Juan Fisher. Cardinal in second, lane 3. Cody Coyne and Gavin Barnes for Brownsburg Swim Club in lane 5. Bowling Green still out front. Lane 4, Ian Sander up next. Lane 5 for Brownsburg, Brock Shaw. Henry Coe for Cardinal Community in lane 3. Carmel Swim Club with the record in this event, 142.66. Cardinal now out front. Oliver Mooring to anchor. Bowling Green in second, lane 5, Gavin Coggin and Max Gottschalk for Bowling Green anchoring in lane 4. Brownsburg Swim Club is going to take the first heat in a time of 155.43 to get us started. Heat 2. Smeska leads off for Firestone Akron A in lane 1. Rigler for Hydro Aquatics A in 2. Lawler for Pohana A in lane 4. Height for Center Grove B in lane 5. Durham for West Michigan A in 6. And Kissing for Milford Area A in lane 7. Center Grove B out front. Isaac Lewis for Pohana, Jacob Teeter. And for West Michigan, Isaac DeVries. West Michigan to the front. Owen Stevens now for Center Grove in lane 5. Jonah Brandon and Andrew Tulby for Pohana in lane 4. Pohana now into the lead with Colin Addy is anchoring. Westmont in lane 6, got Ben Grishaw. And third, we've got Center Grove, the B relay, Joey Smith anchoring. Close finish into the wall here in Heat 2. And Center Grove B touching first in a time of 151.86. Heat 3. Mikulski leads off for La Mirada A in 1. Barnes for Worthington Swim Club A in 2. Burt for Miami University Aquatic A in 3. At Zionsville Swim Club, the B relay in lane 4. Van Meter for Boilermaker Aquatic B in lane 5. Buckles for Washington Township A in 6. Ryan for Westerville A in 7. And Ruskowski for South Bend Swim Club in lane 8. South Bend Swim Club out front. Chris Bartness now underway. For Miami University, Connor Bennett. And for Washington Township, A and lane 6, Colin Parker. Up next for South Bend Swim Club in lane 8, Joel Khrushchev. Second, you got Westerville Aquatic, Austin Hickok. Third is Worthington Swim Club, Connor Florence. South Bend Swim Club with their anchor swimmer on the way back, Patty Chapman. For Westerville, Luke Excellent. And for Worthington, Nathan Embler. South Bend Swim Club, 148.01. Heat 4. Need a coaching representative from Scarlet Aquatics. Come to the head table. Coaching representative from Scarlet Aquatics, please come to the head table. Heat 4 underway. And you got Lake Erie Silver Dolphins out front in lane 3. Adam Montesser now in the water. For fast in lane 5, Taichi Karioka. And for Michigan Lake Shark, Noah Eggleston. Yasin Alta Renisi for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins. There he goes. Central Ohio Aquatics, Brad King. And third for Michigan Lakeshore in lane 2, Caden Davis. Again, looking for a coaching representative from Scarlet Aquatics. Please come to the head table. Coaching representative from Scarlet Aquatics. Please come to the head table. Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, their anchor swimmer. Coming back now, Omar Sharif. For Michigan Lakeshore, lane 2, Basilio Ledesma. For Central Ohio, Jake Lloyd. Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, 146.29. Two more heats left to go in this event. Here we go with heat 5. Wechter leads off for Mason Manarays, B in lane 1. Borchers for Bluefish, B in 2. Carlisle for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, A in 3. Van Meter for Boilermaker Aquatic, A in 4. McCurdy for Fort Wayne Swim Team, A in 5. Braun for Dayton Raiders, A in 6. Linus for Center Grove Aquatic, A in 7. And Benderadis for Scarlet Aquatics in lane 8. Center Grove out front, lane 7, Ethan Martin. Second after the first 50, Bluefish in lane 2, Carmack McKinney now underway. Next to him in fast lane 3, Dan Bennett. Next up for Center Grove, lane 7, Sam Smith. Lane 6 for Dayton Raiders, Caleb Manning. Third is Bluefish, lane 2, Jack Chiapetta. And fourth for Fast in lane 3, Luke Parsons. Anchor swimmers ready to go. For Center Grove, that'd be Evan Hernandez. For Dayton Raiders, Max Bodemeyer. For Fast in lane 3, Luke Whitlock. Center Grove out of lane 7 into the wall, touching at a time of 147.57. Heat 6. Top seeded heat here in the men's 200 medley relay. Modulin leads off for Zionsville A in lane 1, Heisig for Swimmack B in 2, Crush for Lakeside A in 3, Kowalczyk for Lake Erie B in 4, Moldari for Swimmack A in 5, Dylan for Mesa Manta Rays A in 6, Precop for Scarlet Aquatics A in 7, Moad for Bluefish Swim Club A in lane 8. Zionsville Swim Club out front. Gabe Berry now in the water. For Swimmack in lane 5, Ben Delmer. For Lakeside, lane 3, Will Schultz. On the move in lane 5, Swimmack. Up next for Swimmack, it's going to be Aiden Hill. Lakeside second in lane 3, Thomas Mercer. Zionsville lane 1, Walker Mattice. Be Granger Barty to anchor for Swimmack in lane 5. Zionsville Swim Club in the second position with William Rachis anchoring. Third is the Lakeside, lane 3, Alex Teesing. Swimmack powering back here into the wall. And they touch in a time of 143.60. That's our quickest time turned into the men's 200 medley relay. Next up, it's going to be 18 preliminary heats in the women's 200 freestyle, heat 1. Lane 1 for La Mirada, Kira Edrelinda. Lane 2 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Aaron Butler. 3 for Boilermaker is Chloe Chen. 4 for Southeastern Swim Club, Julia Kiley. 5 for Livonia Community, Curry Peacher. 6 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Bree Shirky. And 7 for Mason Manta Rays, Malia Ekman. Attention swimmers. Swimmers, if you achieved an Olympic trial cut yesterday in the event that you swam and you haven't come by to pick up your commemorative bag tag, swing by and see me at some point during our preliminary session this morning and I'll hook you up. So many swimmers getting Olympic trial cuts yesterday. Really quite exciting. Kari Peacher from Livonia Community turns at the 100, 104.67 ahead of Malia Ekman from Mason Manor Race in 7 at a 105.05. Kari Peacher, Livonia Community, lane 5, swimming to hold off Malia Ekman. Mason Manor Race in 7, and Kari with a time 2:14.29. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Duneland Swim Club, Tegan Werner. 2 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Elizabeth Brewer. 4 for Ole Swimming, Sarah Janos. 5 for Ole, Jessica Zhang. 6 for Rocket Swim Club, Carly Blazing. 7 for Carmel, Charlotte Fagan. And 8 for Firestone Akron, Riley Jackson. Tegan Werner from Duneland leads at the 100, 104.57, ahead of Jessica Zhang of Ole, lane 5, 106.10. Coming down here to the finish in Heat 2 of 18 to be swum this morning in this event. Elizabeth Brewer, Northern Kentucky Clippers in lane 2, 2:15.00. Heat 3. Lane 1 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Olivia Wallace. 2 for La Mirada, Mia Carley. 3 from Bluefish, Gabby Harding. 4 for Carmel, Brooke Cummins. 5 for Noblesville, Axley Tricker. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Harper Eakin. 7 for Mason Manor Race, Emma Rosenbaum. And lane 8 for Mason Manor Race is Avery Allhouse. Out front at the 100, Avery Althouse, Mason Manarace, 104.45. And second on the other side of the pool, lane 1, Olivia Wallace, Northern Kentucky Clippers, 105.37. Heat 3 is going to go to Avery Althouse, so Mason Manarace, lane 8, 213.51. Heat 4. Lane 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Frankie Ramey. 2 for Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, Lourdes Manderfield. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Anna Asplin. 4 for Westerville Aquatic, Mia Gregory. 5 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Emma Schwartfager. 6 for La Mirada, Shanti Nguyen. 7 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Addison Bruce. And lane 8 for Westerville Aquatic Club, Bella Palazzo. Anna Asplin, Indiana Swim Club, turning at the 100 in a 103.82 ahead of Emma Schwartfager. Fast, 104.29. Anna Asplin, Indiana Swim Club. Lane 3, 212.25. Heat 5. Lane 1 for Hydro Aquatics, Charlotte Holzall. 2 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Natalie Marshall. 3 for Riviera Swim Team, Elizabeth Dolan. 4 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Elena Devlin. 5 for Carmel Swim Club, Addie Zernecki. 6 for Firestone Akron, Caitlin Cox. 7 for Oak Hills Youth Athletics, Patel Sloan. And in lane 8 for Michigan Lakeshore, it's Lily McAvoy. Meet record of the women's 200 freestyle, a 157.41 by Erin Gemmel, nation's capital. And the Olympic trial cut time in this event, 200.89. Eddie Zernecki of Carmel, 103.78. Natalie Marshall, Fort Wayne Swim Team, second in lane 2. She turns in a 104.59. Eddie Zernecki from Carmel leads them back in lane 5. And Zernecki's time, 212.25. Matches the same time out of the last heat. Heat 6. Lane 1 for Bobcat Swim Club, Jordan Claypool. 2 for Great Lakes Sails, Chinley Zhang. 3 for Firestone Akron, Emily Yurkovitz. 4 for Agra Waves, Emily Huckstra. Lane 5 for Fast, Grace Parsons. 6 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Maris Williams. 7 for Great Lakes Sail, Maddie Semet. And in lane 8 for Byron Center, Emma Merkel. Emily Merkel, lane 8, turning in a 104.20. Ahead of Emily Yorkovitz of Fast in lane 3 at a 105.13. Emma Merkel, Byron Center in Heat A, 212.36. Heat 7. Lane 1 for Mason Manor Race, Alyssa Ullman. 2 for Washington Township, Lily Wolf. 3 for Byron Center, Brooklyn Biosh. 4 for Y Wooster Rec, Gretchen Shelf. Lane 5 for North Kent Aquatics, Jamie Forbes. 6 for Zionsville, Maggie Hadley. 7 for Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, Abby Whitlofer. And lane 8 for Irish Aquatics, Molly Barnes. Molly Barnes, Irish Aquatics, 105.00, ahead of Jamie Forbes of North Kent Aquatic. Jamie's turn at the 100, 105.36. At the finish, Alyssa Ullman, Mason Manarays, 212.74. Heat 8's up next. Lane 1 for Buckeye Swim Club, Ashley Salos. 2 for Mason Manarays, Caitlin Smittle. 3 for Concord, Sophia Stutzman. 4 for North Coast Aquatic, Anna Kuel. 5 for Irish Aquatics, Annika Gunther. 6 for WTRC Sharks, Anna Gerhardt. 7 for Valparaiso, Edie Patterson, and an 8 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Lauren Fletcher. Annika Gunther, Irish Aquatic, turns at the 100, lane 5, 103.87. Hannah Kuhel of North Coast, 103.96. And a Kuhel, North Coast Aquatic, 212.69. Heat 9. Lane 1 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Kate Fetters. 2 for Carmel, Grace Doherty. 3 for Milan Swim Club, Annabelle Williams. 4 for Irish Aquatic, Claire DeBridney. 5 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Bethany Spangler. 6 for Mason Manarays, Bella Tipley. 7 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Annabelle Frankie. And at lane 8 for Fort Wayne Swim Team is Peyton O'Connor. Bella Tepley, Mason Manarays in lane 6. First to touch in heat 9 and a 2:10.93, our quickest time so far. Heat 10. Lane 1 for Mount Vernon Swim Team, Sophie Kloppenberg. 2 for Hydra Aquatics, Campbell Payton. 3 for North Canton Aquatic, Danica Fessenden. 4 for Carmel, Kayla Barr. 5 for Carmel, Ellie Clark. 6 for Mason Manarays, Dana Fairbanks. 7 for Zionsville, Katie Baroker. And lane 8 for Pohana Swim Team, Lydia Sturgeon. Kayla Barr out front for Carmel, 102.65. Kloppenberg second, lane 1, in a 103.76. Kayla Barr, 208.70, our new fast time so far through heat 10. Heat 11. Lane 1 for Dillon Swim Club, Rachel Dildine. 2 for Atlanta Swimming, Sydney Dukavorkian. 3 for Grand Rapids Aquatics, Piper Sadowski. 4 for La Mirada, Catherine Simpson. 5 for Irish Aquatics, Audrey Dixon. Lane 6 for Indiana University, Dominica Kusakaska. 7 for Rocket Swim Club, Brianne Trumpauer. And an 8 for Atlanta Swimming, Amelia Higgins. Kosakowska, Indiana University, lane 6, 100.80. Second, Rachel Dildine, Dunland Swim Club, lane 1, 102.20. Dominica 205.52. Our new quick time to shoot for here this morning. Heat 12. Lane 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Claire Francis. 2 for Center Grove Aquatic Club, Laura Phipps. 3 for Livonia Community, Ella Zybach. 4 for Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, Sophia Umstead. 5 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Carrie Furby. 6 for Milford Area Swim Team, Aaron Fentress. 7 for Franklin Regional, Reagan Graves. And 8 for Swim Mac, Emma Barr. Claire Francis in lane 1, 102.08 ahead of Sophia Stutzman, lane 4, 102.69. Sophia Umstead, Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics here in lane 4. Leading Heat 12 into the wall and 208.34. Heat 13. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Faith Gorey. 2 for Scarlet Aquatics, Jenny Carnaw. 3 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Claire Parsons. 4 for Bonomic Aquatics, Mara Seaman. 5 for Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, Grace Ackerman. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Sabrina Ledwith. 7 for Zionsville Swim Club, Annabelle Swinney. And 8 for Swim Mac, Zetta Grace Barty. Annabelle Swinney out front, lane 7, 101.75 ahead of Zetta Grace Barty. Lane 8, turning at a 101.99. Barty now out front from Swimac lane 8. Set of Grace Bartiz, swim back. Out of lane 8, 207.18. Heat 14. Lane 1 for Mesa Manor raised Julia Schaefer, 2 for Fort Wayne Swim Team. Kirsten Lee, 3 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins. Chris Edgar, 4 for Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. Madison Ensing, 5 for Riptide. Tate Dial, 6 for Firestone Akron. Annabelle Nixon, 7 for Bluefish. Natalia Robach. And in lane 8 for Swim Mat, Abby Druan. Julia Schaefer turns at the 100 for Mesa Manor race, 102.73. Ahead of Tate Dial from Riptide. She was a 103.32 at the 100. Julia Schaefer from Mesa Manor race, lane 1, 207.85. Heat 15. Lane 1 for Bluefish, Kayla Zhang. 2 for Club Olympia, Ashley Friel. 3 for Fast, Emily Wolf. 4 for Michigan Lakeshore, Rosalie Springer. 5 for Swim Max, Sophia Perro. 6 for Bluefish, Zuri Ferguson. 7 for Swim Max, Charlotte LePage. And lane 8 for Zionsville, Ava Metzger. Emily Wolf from Fishers turning at the 100, 102.09 ahead of Kayla Zhang. Bluefish Swim Club, lane 1, 102.20. Quickest time so far out of heat 11. Dominika Kosakowska Kosakowska, 205.52. And Emily Wolf on the wall at a 207.18. He's 16. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Megan Chrisman. 2 for Carmel, Brett Berglund. 3 for Swim Mat, Kara Martinson. 4 for Carmel, Vivian Wilson. 5 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Lainey Kruger. 6 for Scarlet Aquatic, Grace Lee. 7 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Kyra Rabes. And lane 8 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Nalini Cortez. Vivian Wilson, Carmel Swim Club out front in lane 4. She turns into 100.34 ahead of Cara Martinson. A swim back in lane 3, 100.47. Heat 16 here, the first of our circle seated heats in the preliminaries of women's 200 freestyle. Lainey Kruger, Northern Kentucky Clippers, brings it home and touches in a time of 203.24. That's our quickest so far. 2 more heats left to go. Heat 17. Lane 1 for Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, Ellie Todd. 2 for Carmel, Aaron Cummins. 3 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Emma Schumacher. 4 for Carmel, Lindsey Bowen. 6 for Mason Manor Rays, Taylor Bucker. 7 for Scarlet Aquatics, Kathleen Toronto. And lane 8 for Riptide, Ella Pesci. Lindsey Bowen, 59.24, taking it out here on the first half of her 200 swim. Aaron Cummings, Carmel Swim Club, second at a 101.86. Lindsey Bowen, she's going to post our new quick time at a 201.69. One more heat left to go here. Heat 18. Lane 1 for Bluefish, Jacqueline Zapagan. 2 for Concord Swim Club, Katie Brenneman. 3 for Scarlet Aquatics, Iris Kim. 4 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, JoJo Ramey. 5 for Scarlet Aquatics, Kate Hurst. 6 for Swim Back, Clark Neese. 7 for Greater Kalamazoo, Hannah Williams. And 8 for Agra Waves, Kate Simon. JoJo Ramey takes it out in a 100.93 ahead of Kate Hurst. Lane 5, 101.31. Once again, the Olympic trial cut in this event, 200.89. Kate Hurst of Scarlet Aquatic, lane 5. Out front. And coming down to the end of the preliminaries in the women's 200 freestyle, Kate Hurst posting a time of 204.46. 17 preliminary heats up next in the men's 200 freestyle. Heat 1. Lane 3 for Midland Dolphins, Tommy Mackley. 4 for Dayton Raiders, Max Boltmeyer. 5 for Terre Haute Torpedoes, Connor Laritson. And 6 for La Mirada, Benjamin Wong. Meet record of the men's 200 freestyle, 147.45 by Felix Aubach in 2017. And the Olympic trial cut in the men's 200 freestyle, 149.99. Benjamin Wong in lane 6 turns at the 100, 58.89. Ahead of Connor Laritson of Terre Haute Torpedoes. Lane 7 at a 101.03. Benjamin Wong brings it in, 159.28. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Eddie Chen. 2 for Atlanta Swimming, Elliot Renovian. 3 for Noblesville, Lane Monger. 4 for Midland Dolphins, Noah Boyst. And 5 for Rocket Swim Club, Grantham Trumpauer. 6 for Greater Kalamazoo, Casey Kupka. 7 for Valparaiso, Caden Desmond. And an 8 for Bowling Green Swim Club, Tyler Foster. Tyler Beist of Midland, 59.24. Renovian in lane 2, 59.72. Noah touching in a 201.50, heat 3. Here are the results of preliminary swims in the women's 200 freestyle. Second and alternate in D, Torreno. First alternate is Schumacher. In the D final, Francis, Zyback, Zhang, Higgins, Furby, LePage, Ensing, and Barr. In the C final, Parsons, Piro, Umstead, Springer, Gorey, Schaefer, Swinney, and Williams. The B final, Wolf, Barty, Lee, Wilson, Kim, Brenneman, Todd, and Becker. And in the A final of the women's 200 freestyle, Kusakowska, Ramey, Neese, Cummins, Hurst, Martinson, Kruger. And your top seed from Carmel, Lindsey Bowen, in a time of 201.69. Time now is 10:05. 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 13. Need a coaching representative from Noblesville Swim Club. Coaching representative from Noblesville Swim Club. Please report to the lower admin table. Evan Hong, Bluefish, here in lane 6, finishes off heat 3 in a time of 2:00.92. Heat 4. Lane 1 for Lakeview Aquatic, Danny Berezin. 2 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Eduardo Sanchez. 3 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Mario Bondi. 4 for Warrior Swimming, Nathan Harper. 5 for Ole Swimming, Liam Seifert. 6 for Carmel, Anderson Kopp. 7 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Nate Marshall. And lane 8 for Mason Manta Rays, Evan Pressler. Anderson Kopp turns at the 100, 56.94. Ahead of Nathan Harper, lane 4 at a 58.59. Anderson Kopp from Carmel, 159.37, heat 5. Lane 1 from Y Wooster Rec, Andre Dordia. 2 from Michigan Lakeshore, Caleb Story. 3 from Worthington Swim Club, Zach Barnes. 4 for Franklin Regional, Ethan Price. 5 for Milford Area Swim Team, Emmett Fentress. 6 for Noblesville, Mason Snyder. 7 for IUPUI, Luke Dibley. And in lane 8 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Taish Kadioka. Luke Dibley, IUPUI, here in lane 7. Puts up a time of 156.50. Quickest time so far as we head into heat 6. Lane 1 for Flashes Aquatics, Trevor Wiley. 2 for Mason Manor Rays, Tyler Haupt. 4 for Washington Township, Brody Friend. 5 for Zionsville, Toby Dolans. 6 for Carmel, Luke Pugh. 7 for Fast, AJ Adams. And in lane 8 for South Bend Swim Club, Cooper Van Driesch. Luke Pugh of Carmel, 58.19 at the 100. Brody Friend of Washington Township Swim Club, second in lane 4, 58.44. Brody Friend breathing off to his right. Looking over to lane 6. Luke Pugh to come in to finish off heat 6. And Brody Friend touching first in a time of 1:59.43. Heat 7. Lane 1 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Mason Cruz. 2 for Motor City Aquatics, Luke Michalowicz. 3 for Dayton Raiders, Jamison Cook. 4 for Atlantis Swimming is Evan Harris. 5 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Blake Yates. 6 for Zionsville, Gabe Berry. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, David Kovacs. And 8 for Southwest Y Sharks, Andrew Cotton. David Kovacs, Indiana Swim Club, 200.43. Heat 8. Lane 1 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Nathan Bender. 2 for Scarlet Aquatics, Raymond Stelmark. 3 for Bluefish, Quinn Borchers. 4 for Bluefish, David Steinbrück. 5 for Scarlet Aquatics, Frankie Precop. 6 for Pohana, Chase McCluskey. 7 for Boilermaker is Eli Bloom, and 8 for North Kent Aquatic, Liam Sneller. Nathan Bender, lane 1, 57.28. Next to him, lane 2, turn in second, Raymond Stelmark at a 58.11. Great race between Stelmark in 2, Bender in 1 as they come down to the finish. Stelmark reaches and touches first in a time of 1:59.22. Heat 9 up next. Lane 1 for Ole Swimming, Colin Zuxter. 2 for Bluefish, Jordan Moed. 3 for West Michigan, Isaac DeVries. 4 swimming unattached, Jonas Cantrell. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Max Irwin. 6 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Yasin Elto Renisi. 7 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luke Parsons. And in lane 8 for Irish Aquatics, Nate Timlis. Jonas Cantrell turns in a 56.12 ahead of Max Irwin. Lane 5 at a 56.37. Jonas Cantrell reaches for the wall, 154.59. Our quickest posting through Heat 9. Again, 17 total to be swum here this morning. Heat 10. Lane 1 for WTRC Sharks, Carson Bruner. 2 for La Mirada, Ryan Novak. 3 for Dublin Community, Alex Wu. 4 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Josh Toothman. 5 for Center Grove Aquatic Club, Sam Smith. 6 for Riviera Swim Team, Peyton Shar. 7 for Worthington Swim Club, Nathan Ambler. And in lane 8 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Lucas Galata. Josh Toothman, Lake Erie Silver Dolphins out at the 157.99 ahead of Alex Wu. Dublin Community, 59.01. Toothman holding off Smith here as they come into the wall. But Sam Smith touches first, gets in there, 159.28. Heat 11. Lane 1 for Swimmac, Luke Weber. 2 for Carmel, Carson Zotak. 3 for Summit City Aquatics, Thomas Hill. 4 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Austin Kusher. 5 for Carmel Swim Club, Ethan Zhang. 6 for Carmel, A.J. Robertson. 7 for Carmel is Colin Kemick. And an 8 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Brad King. Ethan Zhang gets around first at the 100. 56.65 ahead of A.J. Robertson. The two teammates, Robertson's 100 split, 56.68. A.J. Robertson from Carmel on the wall first, 157.92. Heat 12. Lane 1 for Cardinal Swim Club, Andrew Shackle. 2 for Cardinal, Henry Coe. 3 for Mesa Manarays, Jake Carolf. 4 for Bluefish, Zach Parent. 5 for Carmel, Quinn Sweeney. 6 for Valparaiso, George Patterson. 7 for Elkhart United Aquatics, Lucas Bird. And lane 8 for Scarlet Aquatics, Matthew Benderidis. Andrew Shackle turning in lane 1, 55.60. Ahead of Jake Caruff. Mesa Manarays in lane 3, 56.31. Andrew Shackle, 154.50. That is our new fast time so far. It's heading into Heat 13. Lane 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Keaton Chop. 2 for Dayton Raiders, Anthony Braun. 3 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Ryan Nip. 4 for Franklin Regional, Brady Campbell. 5 for Pacesetter Aquatics, Evan Dixon. 6 for West Michigan Swimmers, Owen Stevens. 7 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Johnny Hines. And 8 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Austin Carpenter. Evan Dickinson from Pace turns in lane 5, 56.49 ahead of Owen Stevens from West Michigan Swimmers, 57.07. Stevens in 6, Hines in 7, and Owen Stevens from West Michigan Swimmers, 156.45, heat 14. Lane 1 for Zionsville Swim Club, William Rachis. 2 for Dayton Raiders, Caleb Manning. 3 for Bluefish, Alex Parent. 4 for Lakeside, Clay Bowman. 5 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Landon Van Meter. 6 for Brownsburg Swim Club, Gavin Coggan. And 7 for Swim Mac, Davis Dunham. And lane 8 for Scarlet Aquatics, Vincent Kim. Clay Bowman turning in a 56.37 ahead of Davis Dunham. Lane 7, 56.78. Davis Dunham, Swimac in lane 7. Dunham's time, 156.87. Heat 15, first of our circle seated heats in this event. Lane 1 for Scarlet Aquatics, Sadadon. 2 for Karma, Lewis Sang. 3 for Swim Mac, Caleb Maldari. 4 for Swim Mac, Alex Ayers. 5 for Swim Mac, Jack Haywood. 6 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luke Whitlock. 7 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Owen Dankirk. And 8 for Scarlet Aquatics, Timothy Lee. Luke Whitlock turning in a 55.72 ahead of Jack Haywood in lane 5, 55.81. Luke Whitlock of Fisher's Area Swimming Tigers, 153.27. He's 16. Whitlock with our new quick time, 153.27. Heat 16 now in the water. Lane 1 for Zionsville Swim Club. Walker Matthijs, 2 for Scarlet Aquatics. Stephen Bundaritis, 3 for Bluefish. Thomas Powers Hammond, 4 for Carmel. Aaron Shackle, 5 for Lakeside Swim Team. Johnny Crush, 6 for Swim Mat. Granger Barty, 7 for Zionsville. Malcolm Slater. And lane 8 from Scarlet Aquatic, Barack Eluglu. Aaron Shackle turns at a 53.22 ahead of Thomas Powers Hammond, 54.64. Aaron Shackle looking for an Olympic trial cut. Trial cut 149.99. Let's see where Aaron touches. 149.39. That's betters the Olympic trial cut there. Aaron Shackle, Carmel Swim Club. He's 17. Final preliminary heat in the men's 200 freestyle. Lane 1 from Buckeye Swim Club. Cameron Pettit, 2 for Swim Mat. Freddie Klein, 3 for Lakeside. Alex Teesing, 4 for Carmel. Drew Kibler, 5 for Carmel. Sean Sullivan, 6 for Bluefish. Jack Moran, 7 for Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics. Joseph Engel, and lane 8 for Ohio State University, Michael Cooper. Caitlin Fowelling of Crown Point Swim Club, your teammates and coach wish you a happy 15th birthday. Happy birthday, Caitlin. Drew Kibler turns at the 100, 52.85 ahead of Alex Teesing. Lane 3 at a 54.82. Drew Kibler, Carmel Swim Club, close to the meet record, turns in a 1:48.45 this morning. Our quickest posting in the preliminaries of the men's 200 freestyle. And a time that's better than the Olympic trial cut time in that event. '21 preliminary heats now in the women's 100 butterfly, heat 1. Lane 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Karen Table. 4 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Tegan O'Connor. And at lane 5 for Westfield Aquatics, Alex Irvin. Meet record of the women's 100 butterfly at 58.25 by Kelsey Dahlia of Cardinal Aquatic in 2021. And the Olympic trial cut time in the women's 100 butterfly, 1:00.19. Tegan O'Connor, Fort Wayne Swim Team, 107.97. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Firestone Akron, Audrey Savall. 2 for Crown Point, Caitlin Fowelling. 3 for Dunla and Tegan Werner. 4 for Worthington Swim Club, Natalie Halloub. 5 for CLE Swimming, Raina Swope. 6 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Evelyn Espy. 7 for North Coast Aquatic Team, Elena Brooker. And in lane 8, it's Misha Ang. Misha swimming for Grosse Point Gators. Tegan Werner from Duneland, lane 3, 109.68, heat 3. Lane 1 for Firestone Akron, Riley Jackson. 2 for Great Lakes Sail, Tinsley Zhang. 3 for Worthington Swim Club, Madeline Rickner. 4 for Summit City Aquatics, Natalie Kramer. 5 for North Canton Aquatic, Lily Lindauer. 6 for Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, Oriana O'Malley. 7 for Duneland, Olivia Pinte. And 8 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Katie Drummond. Lily Lindauer, North Canton Aquatic in lane 5. 07.62, heat 4. Lane 1 for West Michigan Swimmers, Annie Petrick. Lane 2 for Flashes Aquatics, Grace Sharp. 3 for Oli Swimming, Julie Castro Villa. 4 for Carmel, Charlotte Fagan. 5 for Highland Hurricane, Natalie Butsolis. 6 for CLE Swimming, Bridget Kurtzwell. 7 for LCSC is Ali Allen, and lane 8 for Lawrence Swim Team, Brielle Vale. Botsolis, 106.94. Heat 5. Lillian Paley of Mason Manor, 107.65. Heat 6. Lane 1 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Natalie Marshall. 2 for Swim Mac, Abby Cronin. 3 for Hydro Aquatics, Madeline Bossler. 4 for Michigan Lakeshore, Abby Wetlaufer. 5 for Bluefish, Leah Walden. 6 for Oli Swimming, Ella Demworth. And 7 for Bluefish, Debbie Wells. And in lane 8 for Carmel, Rachel Dawson. Natalie Marshall out of lane 1 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, 106.93. Heat 7. Brendan Bowery, 107.20. Heat 8s. Results of preliminary swims in the men's 200 freestyle. Second alternate in D, Lee. First alternate, Pugh. In the D final, Toothman, Kopp, Stelmark, Manning, Timless, and Parsons. Parsons, Zhang, and Agalu. In the C final, Karolf, Klein, Bowman, Dankirk, Dunham, Matthijs, Hines, and Irwin. I'll be back with the rest of preliminaries in the men's 200 freestyle once we get the next heat in the water. And Weaver here in lane 6, 107.25. Gabby Schoperth here, WTRC Sharks lane 8, as she finishes up her 100 butterfly swim. Gabby's time, 208.65. Heat 9. Lane 1 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Maris Williams. 2 for Dayton Raiders, Michelle Dean. 3 for Firestone, Emily Yorkovitz. 4 for Mason Manor Race, Caitlin Smittle. 5 for Central Ohio, Lillian Bailey. 6 for Summit City, Lydia Hogue. 7 for Rocket Swim Club, Mariel Trumpauer. And 8 for Greater Columbus, Lily Heisler. Lydia Hogue from Summit City Aquatics, 105.22. Heat 10. Lane 1 for Central Ohio, Addison Doherty. 2 for North Kent Aquatic, Danica Fessenden. 3 for Bobcat, Jordan Claypool. Lane 4 for Westfield Aquatics, Alexa Beloit. 5 for Swim Mac, Audrey Purdue. 6 for Scarlet Aquatics, Kayla Rodriguez. 7 for Atlanta Swimming, Bryce Scully. And lane 8 for Summit City Aquatics, McCartney Mailer. Continuing on now with results of preliminary swims, the men's 200 freestyle. In the B final, Zhang, Dibley, Stevens, Barty, Marone, Teesing, Slater, and Pettit. In the A final, Cantrell, Shackle, Powers Hammond, Haywood, Ayers, Whitlock, Shackle, and the top seed, Drew Kibler from Carmel. Time now is 10:55, 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event 14. Audrey Purdue, Swim Mac, lane 5, 104.44, heat 11. We need a coaching representative from Michigan Lakeshore and Boilermaker Aquatic. Coaching representative from Michigan Lakeshore and Boilermaker Aquatic, please report to the head table. Lane 1 for Bluefish, Katie Chapetta. 2 for North Kent Aquatic, Campbell Kuano. 3 for Mason Manarays, Julia Gregory. 4 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Julie Mishler. 5 for Bluefish, Lila Doherty. 6 for Midland Dolphins, Emmy Sauer. 7 for Lakeside, Georgia Kaler. And lane 8 for Mason Manarays, Alyssa Ullman. Julia Gregory, Mason Manarays, 106.42, heat 12. Lane 1 for Mason Manarays, Addie Solon. 2 for Mooresville area, Lila Theriak. 3 for Michigan Lakeshore, Grace Albrecht. 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Aubrey Simmons. 5 for Concord, Maya Ernsberger. 6 for Carmel, Kira Kask. 7 for Swim Mac, Sophia Pirro. And 8 for Scarlet Aquatics, Grace Lee. Kira Kask of Carmel, 102.14. Our fastest time so far as we're working our way through the preliminaries of the women's 100 butterfly. Heat 13 now. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Faith Gorey. 2 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Alexis Pelks. 3 for South Bend Swim Club, Celeste Hollis. 4 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Bethany Spangler. 5 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Annabelle Frankie. 6 for Livonia Community, Faith Robertson. And 7 for Crown Point, Eliza Newitt. And lane 8 for Grand Rapids Aquatics, Kaylin Wilhoit. Faith Goria Carmel out of lane 1, 105.07, heat 14. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Ellie Clark. 2 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Savannah Farley. 3 for Firestone Akron, Leah Guess. 4 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Carrie Furby. 5 for Michigan Lakeshore, Delaney Buckner. 6 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Brooke Nagy. 7 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Mia Wilson. And lane 8 for Greater Kalamazoo, Kate Elias. Need a coaching representative from Boilermaker Aquatic. Boilermaker Aquatic, come over to the head table. Carrie Furby, 104.08. Heat 15. Lane 1 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Peyton O'Connor. 2 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Ella Hare. 3 for Franklin Regional, Reagan Graves. 4 for Firestone Akron, Tara Brillmeyer. 5 for Franklin Regional, Chloe Vidito. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Savannah Irizarry. 7 for Westerville Aquatic, Mia Gregory. And in lane 8 for the Tigers, Emma Schumacher. And over in lane 1, Peyton O'Connor for Fort Wayne Swim Team, 105.36, heat 16. Lane 1 for Fort Wayne Swim Team, Ellie Parrish. 2 for Milford Area Swim Team, Alexander Johnson. 3 for Mason Manor Rays, Courtney McKeown. 4 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Addison Carlisle. 5 for Zionsville Swim Club, Annabelle Hermazinski. 6 for Buckeye, Caitlin Salos. 7 for Mason Manor Rays, Julia Schaefer. And an 8 for Noblesville Swim Club, Hattie Vose. Caitlin Salos from Buckeye, lane 6. Her time, 102.24, heat 17. Lane 1 for Greater Toledo Aquatic, Paige Berkey. 2 for Duneland, Rachel Dildine. 3 for Concord, Sophia Stutzman. 4 for Michigan Lakeshore Aquatic, Sophia Umstead. 5 for Swim Mac, Grace Daniels. 6 for Riptide, Ella Pessy. 7 for Worthington, Paige Delma, and lane 8 for Riptide, Tate Dial. Touching first out of heat 17, Rachel Dildine, Duneland, 103.60. Heat 18. Lane 1 for WTRC Sharks, Anna Gerhardt. 2 for Irish Aquatics, Kaya Podolin. 3 for Westerville Aquatic, Audrey Butcher. 4 for SwimMac, Julia McGovern. 5 for SwimMac, Lauren Bernardo. 6 for SwimMac, Sydney Sanders. 7 for Milford area, Lucia Johnson. And a lane 8 for Bluefish, Zuri Ferguson. Sydney Sanders of SwimMac, 103.21. Heat 19, the first of our circle seeded heats in this event. Lane 1 for Center Grove Aquatic, Lara Phipps. 2 for Fast Tigers, Emily Wolf. 3 for Carmel, Molly Sweeney. 4 for SwimMac, Molly Donlin. 6 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Millie Evans. 7 for La Mirada, Angelica Mom. And lane 8 for Club Olympia swim team, Ashley Friel. And Molly Sweeney from Carmel Swim Club, 101.23, our quickest time so far. 2 more heats left to go, heat 20. Lane 1 for Bluefish, Christina DePietro. 2 for Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, Ellie Todd. 3 for SwimBack, Zeta Grace Barty. 4 for Lakeside Swim Team, Charlotte Crush. 5 for Irish Aquatics, Lily Christensen. 6 for Byron Center Aquatics, Brooklyn Biosh. 7 for Irish Aquatics, Elena Riggins. And 8 for Mason Manarays, Taylor Bacher. Remember the meet record, 58.25. And the Olympic trial cut, 100.19. Charlotte Crush from Lakeside Swim Team into the wall at a time of 100.89. Heat 21. Final preliminary heat. In a women's 100 butterfly, lane 1 for Summit City Aquatics, Ripley Merritt. 2 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Lily Klingensmith. 3 for Southeastern Swim Club, Audrey Crawford. 4 for Carmel, Alex Shackle. 5 for Swim Mac, Grace Rainey. 6 for Northern Kentucky Clippers, Lainey Kruger. 7 for Swim Mac, Taylor Klein. And lane 8 for Carmel, Parker Kurzawa. Alex Shackle turning at the 50, 27.38, ahead of Audrey Crawford from Southeastern. Lane 3 at a 28.84. Alex Shackle from Carmel, 58.59. For our quickest time turned in the preliminaries of the women's 100 butterfly. And a time that's better than the Olympic trial cut time in this event. 18 preliminary heats now in the men's 100 butterfly. Heat 1. Lane 3 for Midland Dolphins, Tommy Mackley. 4 for Washington Township, Chance Buckles. Lane 5 for Center Grove Aquatic Club, Angela Lawrence. Miles Smetzler of Club Wolverine in 2021 with the meet record in the men's 100 butterfly at a 51.98, and the Olympic trial cut for this event, 53.59. Chance Buckles, Washington Township, 101.09. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Irish Aquatics, Matthew Weeks. 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Tyson Haynes. 3 for Irish Aquatics, Philip Lucas. 4 for Center Grove Aquatic Club, Evan Hernandez. 5 for Mason Manor Rays, Lucas McIntyre Quinn. 6 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Jake Lloyd. 7 for Carmel, Cameron Harrell. And lane 8 for Greater Kalamazoo, Ben Boyd. Cameron Harrell of Carmel, 101.22. Heat 3. Lane 1 for Southwest Y Sharks, Vincent Bruno. 2 for Byron Center, Colton Stendorf. In 3 for Bonameco Aquatic, Braylon Van Meter. 4 for Washington Township, Sam Wolf. 5 for Washington Township is Jack Stedman. 6 for Mason Manor Rays, Matt Wechter. 7 swimming unattached Ohio, Jeffrey LaBianco. And in lane 8 for Greater Columbus Swim Team, Andy Lee. Jeffrey LaBianco, lane 7. 59.89. Heat 4. Lane 1 for Bluefish, Jack Chiapetta. 2 for Hydra Aquatics, Josh Rigler. 3 for Greater Columbus Swim Team, Quinn Harmon. 4 for Grand Rapids Aquatics, Teague Westra. 5 for Boilermaker, Ray Lee. 6 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Lucas Coletta. 7 for Mason Manarays, David Benedek. And in lane 8 for La Mirada, Michael Kanemitsu. Jack Chiapetta, lane 1, 59.55. Heat 5. And Andrew Delzer of only 59.78. Heat 6. Lane 1 for Franklin Regional, Isaac Layton. 2 for Riviera Swim Team, Peyton Shaw. 3 for Carmel Swim Club, Landon Holmes. 4 for Westerville Aquatic, Austin Hickok. 5 for Lawrence Swim Team, Brody Eckert. 6 for Duneland, Jonathan Pajek. 7 for Mason Manarays, Brady Kemble. And in lane 8 for Michigan Lakeshore Aquatics, Joseph Engel. And Landon Holmes from Carmel, lane 3, 59.34. Heat 7. Lane 1 for University of Indianapolis, Kosi Dunwoody. 2 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Brad King. 3 for Westerville Aquatic, John Wyon. 4 for Y. Worcester Rec, Gabe Bossler-Kilmer. 5 for Pahana, Chase Mikulski. 6 for Noblesville, Graham Culp. 7 for Summit City, Logan Pazwinski. And lane 8 for fast is George Kellis. George Callis from fast, 59.88. Heat 8. Here are the results of preliminary swims. Women's 100 butterfly, second alternate in D, Hogue. First alternate, Riggins. In the D final, Gorey, Pirro, Podlin, Purdue, Berkey, Theriak, Vos, and Carlisle. In the C final, Furby, DePetro, Umstead, Mom, Dildine, Kurzawa, Barty. Potential swim off to see who's in the D final between Bacher and Sanders. That's Bacher of Mason Manta Rays, Sanders of Swimback. The rest of the B final, Wolf, Klein, Christensen, Rainey, Todd, Salos, and Crawford. I'll be back with results of the A final in just a moment. Omar Sharif, Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, 57.91. The rest of the A final now in the women's 100 butterfly for this evening. Evans, Kask, Kruger, Klingensmith, Donlin, Sweeney, Crush, and the top seed from Carmel, Alex Shackle, and a time of 58.59. Time now is 11:22. 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 15. Ryder Hicks, Mesa Manta Rays, 58.37. Heat 10. Lane 1 for the University of Indianapolis, Pablo Marin. 2 for Michigan Lakeshore, Priscilla Ledesma. 3 for the University of Indianapolis, Akil Joseph. 4 swimming unattached, Michigan, Sophus Belladone. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Max Irwin. 6 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Yasan Eltranissi. 7 for Byron Center Aquatics, Jack Merkel, and an 8 for Sugar Creek, Whitman Horton. Max Irwin, Indiana Swim Club, lane 5, 56.52. Heat 11. Lane 1 for Southeastern Swim Club, Derek Robeson. 2 for Dunlin, Gavin Nachteman, 3 for Michigan Lakeshore. Noah Eggleston, 4 for Pohana. Andrew Tolby, 5 for Worthington Swim Club. Connor Florence, 6 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins. Evan Kowalczyk, 7 for Center Grove is Henry Linus. And lane 8 for WTRC Sharks, Carson Brunner. On the wall first, Henry Linus to Center Grove, 59.59. Heat 12. Lane 1, Worthington Swim Club, Matt Freilich, 2 for Dayton Raiders. Jamison Cook, 3 for Grosse Pointe Gators. Ben Bryan, 4 for Miami University Aquatic. Cooper Burt, 5 for Carmel. Quinn Sweeney, 6 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins. Josh Toothman, 7 for Westfield. Ben Morse, and 8 for Scarlet Aquatics. Mac Hilson. Matt Freilich, Worthington Swim Club out of lane 1, 58.03, heat 13. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, James Porterfield. 2 for Washington Township, Colin Parker. 3 for Carmel, Nicholas Plum. 4 for Cardinal, Henry Coe. 5 for Concord, Cole Stevenson. 6 for Rocket Swim Club, Austin Sorge. 7 for Scarlet Aquatics, Aiden Nugent. Lane 8 for Grand Traverse is Blake Rowe. Blake Rowe, 57.87. Heat 14. Lane 1 for Mason Manorays, Chase Dillon. 2 for Swimback, Connor Wickerham. 3 for Southwest White Sharks, Josh Martin. 4 for Carmel, Andrew Shackle. 5 for Center Grove, Sam Smith. 6 for Ole Swimming, Colin Zexter. And 7 for Milford area is Emmett Fentress. Andrew Shackle from Carmel, 57.19. Heat 15 now. Lane 1 for Mason Manarays. Jake Carell, 2 for Carmel Swim Club. Carson Zotak, 3 for Swim Mac. Gavin McCarter, 4 for Greater Kalamazoo. Liam Smith, 5 for Oak Hill Youth Athletics is Max Bruner. 6 for Bluefish. Melson Aquilano, 7 for Southeastern. Jihoon Zhang, and lane 8 for Fast Tigers is Grant Rubel. Liam Smith of Greater Kalamazoo, 57.09. Heat 16. First of our circle seated heats here, lane 1 from Fort Wayne Swim Team. Adam McCurdy, 2 for Indiana Swim Club. David Kovacs, 3 for Mason Manarays. Logan Otke, 4 for Carmel. Aaron Shackle, 5 for Swim Mac. Kayla Muldari, 6 for Carmel. AJ Robertson, 7 for Lakeside. Alex Teesing, and in lane 8 for Carmel, Emil Haig. Aaron Shackle of Carmel comes in. He's got our new quick time to chase, 54.39. Heat 17. Lane 1 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Landon Van Meter, 2 swimming unattached fast. Owen Lindsay, 3 for Lakeside. Johnny Crush, 4 for Zionsville. Will Monslin, 5 for Indiana Swim Club. Lucas Pagel, 6 for Boilermaker. Matthew Klingy, 7 for Swim Mac. Granger Barty, and in lane 8 also for Swim Mac, Quinn Fisher. Will Monslin, Zionsville Swim Club out front. And his morning swim, 54.04. Fastest so far. One more heat left to go, heat 18. Lane 1 for Bluefish, Thomas Powers Hammond, 2 for Swim Mac. John Kroll, 3 for Swim Mac. Aiden Hill, lane 4 for Cumberland YMCA. Daniel Dial, 5 for Michigan Lakeshore. Caden Davis, 6 for Duneland. Scotty Pajek, 7 for Fort Wayne. Owen Dankirk, and lane 8 for Swim Mac, Alex Cook. Daniel coming in here. He hits Sewall in a 54.06. Now, before we head into the 400 IMs, we have a swim off coming up. This swim off, we're going to swim it as a 50 freestyle. It's a 200 free swim off, but we're going to swim it as a 50 free. Lane 4 for Michigan Lakeshore, Joseph Engel, lane 5 for Boilermaker Aquatics, Ryan Nip. And they tied in their preliminary swim at a 157.55. Again, we're going to settle this as a 50. This will determine which one goes into the C final this evening. So let's get going with that. Again, this is settling a 200 freestyle tie to get into the C final. Being swum as a 50, and these guys really want it bad. They're churning it up. Very tight here. Joseph Engel touching first at a time of 24.87. Nice job, guys. All right, this is Heat 1 of the women's 400 IM. Heat 1. Lane 1 for Riptide, Megan Hutchins. 2 for Swim Mac, Sydney Sanders. 3 for Lakeside, Haley McDonald. 4 for Scarlet Aquatics, Chloe Kim. Lane 5 for Swim Mac, Avery Klemforth. 6 for Mason Manarays, Addie Robillard. 7 for Swim Mac, Ivy Monk. And in lane 8 for Carmel, Molly Sweeney. So the way we're swimming the 400 IMs this morning, we're going to do 2 heats of women, 2 heats of men, and then we're going to alternate men and women heats after that. Haley McDonald from Lakeside out front as she turns at a 105.52, ahead of Molly Sweeney at Carmel, lane 8 at a 105.77. Meet record of the women's 400 IM of 4:43.41 by Mariah Denigan of Northern Kentucky Clippers. And the Olympic trial cut time for women in this event, 4:49.89. Once again, swimmers, if you have achieved an Olympic trial cut time here at this Speedo sectional meet, I have special commemorative bag tags for you. And if you have not picked one up already, you can get a new bag tag for each new swim for each event anyway. And so come up and see me and I'll hook you up with your commemorative bag tag for getting your Olympic trial cut time here at the natatorium. Hayden McDonald still out front, 2:18.98. Chloe Kim second in lane 4, 2:19.77. Attention coaches, I've got a whole laundry list of clubs that need to go over to the lower admin table. I need a coaching representative from Blazing Barracudas, Byron Center, Dayton Raiders, Duneland, Lakeside, Livonia, West Michigan, Westerville, Dublin Community. I need a coach from Buckeye Swim Club, Y. Wooster. Got to look some of these up. Mount Vernon swim team. And Great Lakes Sailfish. We need coaching representatives for those teams that I just read off over at the lower admin table, please. Hayden McDonald of Lakeside, 451.20 as we head into Heat 2. In the middle of Heat 2 here, lane 1 for Scarlet Aquatics, Kathleen Toronto. Lane 2 for Buckeye Swim Team, Caitlin Salos. 3 for Scarlet Aquatics, Kate Hirsch. 4 for La Mirada, Kayla Hahn. 5 for Swim Mac, Sophia Plaza. 6 for Carmel, Alyssa Street. 7 for Carmel, Marisol Van Jarsveld. And 8 for Swim Mac, Grace Tushik. Here results of preliminary swims in the men's 100 butterfly. Second alternate in D, Pressler. First alternate, Karol. In the D final is Martin Hicks. Hegg, Sorge, Wickerham, Coe, and Barty. In the C final, Dankirk, Otke, Powers Hammond, Kovacs, Teesing, Robertson, Shackle, and McCarter. The B final, Pagel, Smith, Joseph, Kroll, Lindsay, Pajek, Belladone, and Irwin. And in the A final of the men's 100 butterfly, Crush, Muldari, Klingy, Davis, Hill, Shackle, Dial, and the top seed in the men's 100 fly from Zionsville Swim Club, Will Monsland, at a time of 54.04. Time now is 11:45, 30-minute scratch roll in effect for event number 16. Kayla Hahn, 4:46.79. Heat 3. Need a coaching representative from Summit City Aquatics. The coaching representative from Summit City Aquatics, please report to the lower admin table. Heat 3 underway. Lane 1 for Swim Mac. Charlie Heisig, 2 for Swim Mac. Ben Delmer, 3 for Swim Mac. Freddie Klein, 4 for Bluefish. Josh Parent, 5 for Carmel. Greg Enoch, 6 for Riptide. Matthew Mortensen, 7 for Lakeside. Thomas Mercer, and 8 for Swim Mac. Alex Ayers. Greg Enoch, Carmel Swim Club, leading the way at the end of the backstroke. 206.09 the split. Ahead of Josh Perrin in lane 4, 207.18. Greg Enoch, Carmel Swim Club, lane 5, holding off Josh Perrin of Bluefish. Lane 4 through the breaststroke. Into the freestyle they go. Josh Parent, Bluefish, comes back on Enoch and touches first in Heat 1, the time of 4:25.60. Heat 2 of the men's 400 IM up next. Lane 1 for Swim Mac, Davis Dunham. 2 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Connor Carlisle. 3 for Lakeside, Will Schultz. 4 for Swim Mac, Norman Klontz. 5 for Scarlet Aquatics, Eric Lee. 6 for Ohio State University, Michael Cooper. 7 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luke Whitlock. And an 8 for Dayton Raiders, Tristan Prisler. Into the fly, Eric Lee, Scarlet Aquatics out front, 100.77 ahead of Michael Cooper of Ohio State University in lane 6 at a 101.48. Eric Lee, 209.11. Head of Luke Whitlock, lane 7, 211.78. Gap starts to close on Eric Lee. Scarlet Aquatics at the end of the backstroke, 327.78, being pursued by Will Schultz. Lakeside in lane 3, 328.58. And Norvin Klontz right there with Schultz as they head into the freestyle. Norvin Klontz, swim back, lane 4 to the front. Klontz touching in a time of 4:28.73. Heat 3 now for the women's 400 IM. Lane 1 for swim back, Abby Druhan. 2 for Oli Swimming, Emma Kate Zanoli. 3 for Carmel, Lexi Ward. 4 for Fast, Katie Mauser. 5 for swim back, Lauren Bernardo. 6 for Carmel, Lucy Enoch. 7 for swim back, Audrey Purdue. And lane 8 for Bluefish, Christina DePietro. Lexi Ward, Carmel Swim Club in lane 3. Comes in to finish off her 400 IM this afternoon, 500.07. Heat 3 for the men. Lane 1 for Bluefish, Alex Parent. 2 for Bluefish is Jack Marone. 3 for Highland Hurricane, Josh Bay. 4 for Westerville Aquatic Club, Cameron Frazier. 5 for Carmel, Michael Gorey. 6 for Scarlet Aquatics, Adam Kiss. 7 for Scarlet Aquatics, Brandon Anand. And 8 for Buckeye Swim Club, Cameron Pettit. Halfway mark, Michael Gorey, Carmel Swim Club out front. He turns in a 212.38, ahead of Josh Bay. Lane 3 at a 212.68. Josh Bay, Highland Hurricane really taking off on the breaststroke here. He turns in a 3:27.80. Michael Gorey, 3:32.11. Josh Bay, 433.62. Heat 4 for the women. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Kayla Barr. 2 for Bluefish, Margot Levescu. 3 for Swim Mac, Shaylin Shields. 4 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Avery Stein. 5 for La Mirada, Clements Choi. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Kira Cass. 7 for Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Mia Corrado. And lane 8 for Bluefish is Islet Nishikawa. I got them